mathematically speaking, it's possible we could qualify for some sort of European football. But to be honest with you, it's late and it's math, and I haven't quite figured it out. So let's take a look at that now. My name's FM21, and this is the Red Devils Rising. So this is what we're looking at. Our last 5 games have been mixed. We've lost 2 and we've won 3. We're currently in 8th place on 50 points. Now, 7th place is Euro Cup 2 qualification. Bayern is there on 53 points, and they are not doing well. Borussia Dortmund is in 6th spot. That's Euro Cup group stages, and they're also there on 53 points. Now, the issue is we've beat Bayern 3... Wait a minute, I got to check here. We've beat Bayern 3-0. You know what? It's easier if I just go here. We beat Bayern both times 3-0, so we've got the advantage on them. Against Borussia Mönchengladbach, we lost 1 and we won 1, but we have a goal advantage there. So I think if they both lose and we win, we're all tied on 53 points. Frack. It's goal difference. And goals scored. Borussia Dortmund, we need to win and win. We need to win bigly, and hope Bayern loses. So, let's take a look, see, and figure out how and whether or not we're going to do that. We did okay. We lost 2, we won 3. We lost the Freiburg game, of course. No, we played Augsburg and Werder, and we drew both those games. Freiburg absolutely bossed us 4-1. Swirsky had a goal in the 22nd minute. That was the only highlight. Stuttgart bossed us 5-1. Twazi had a goal in the 26th minute. That was the only highlight. Bayer, we did ourselves right. We won 3-1 thanks to goals by we won against Bayer. We got ourselves right. We won 3-1 thanks to goals by Goebbels, Twazi, and Beschker. Against Borussia Dortmund, we won 2-1 thanks to a brace of goals by Willem Goebbels, 2 minutes apart. Against Borussia Mönchengladbach, we won thanks to goals by De Graca, Goebbels, and Louis Mutno had a brace of goals 2 minutes apart as well. So the squad has really kind of come together, and especially because I've been playing a lot of rotated sides these last few games as well. So Goebbels still leads us on 25 goals, a 7.26 rating. Twazi has 10 assists. Jamelka, 5, the best pass completion rating, which for defensive center back you sort of expect. Goebbels and De Graca each have 5 players in the match awards. Maga Hollis, 11 yellow cards. Jamelka has 10, but we're actually doing okay there. What we are going to do is get this game out of the way. We're going to play Mainz away. I'm going to double check my best 11, set the reserves. We're playing to win, and then let the chips fall where they may. So I'm going to set that up, and we will be back with that match in just a bit. So we got Decker in goal, Maga Hollis, Jamelka, Beschker, and Flikiole is the defensive back 4. Gennaro and Gallagher in the midfield. Twazi and Held are the attacking midfielders. Goebbels and De Graca up top as the strikers. And we need to keep our eyes on the Bayern-Hertha game. And that is very good because Hertha just scored 4 minutes in. Christensen on the throw-in. Aponario knocks it away. Iliev gets the ball back. Christensen, corner of the box, drives by the one defender, gets to the other. Matetta's there, and he slots it past a diving Decker for the goal. His 28th goal of the season. Good grief. I don't want to see that. Christensen on the throw-in. Iliev. Tonyeka, back to Iliev. Stoger to Christensen, knocked away by Flikiole. Goebbels gets it back to Jamelka. Up to Twazi, down to Goebbels, over to Graca. Swings wide. Can he get by the defender? No, he's dispossessed. Castrati runs the ball down. He tries centering it, but Gallagher steps in front of it. Beschker to Graca, got by the defender, takes the shot. He puts it away. We equalize in the 11th minute. I saw 17th down there, and I thought that was 17th minute. Nice first touch by Gallagher. That was kind of interesting because his back was to the ball the entire time. Sadik absolutely misplayed it. De Graca wrong-footed the keeper. That was a nice goal. We are going to praise the boys. Bello on the throw into Iliev. Magahalis gets the ball, but ricochets back to Iliev. He drops it off to Nemeth. Gives the ball away to Fleekioli, who just bombs it down the field back to Nemeth. Stoger has it. Centers it to Onyeka. Back to Stoger. Over to Castrati. Mateta. Back to the number 17. Castrati on the left side of the box. Holds it up. And Twazi steps in front of it. Just bangs it across the field. Christensen runs it down. Twazi steps in front of that. It is 3-on-2. Gubbles driving forward. Takes the shot right at Muller. Bello just kicks it out of bounds. We need a victory. Mateta driving forward. Totally blows by the defenders. 1-on-1 with Decker, and he scores. Son of a gun, guys. Jean-Philippe Mateta. I don't recognize the name. Part of me wonders if he is not a regen. We'll have to find out here in a minute. Kickoff highlight. Bezker to Jamelka to Gallagher. Gennaro out to Twazi. Tries getting it to Twazi. Bello steps in front of it. Mateta with the ball. Driving forward. Left side of the box. One defender, another. Drops off to Castrati. Bezker ends up knocking the ball away. Bello stops him from going out of bounds. Magahalis just bombs it forward again. Dude, that is like the second time you've done that. Onyeka out in space. Bello. Castrati. Left side of the box. Stoger back out the box. Bello left side. Crosses it in. Knocked away. DeGrocka ends up with it. Gets it to Gallagher. Back to Gennaro. Out to Twazi on the right. He drives forward. Holds it up. Double teamed. Holds it up again. Gennaro. Twazi. Gallagher. Oh, gets it once. Gets it twice. And he scores. And we equalize at the 25th minute. The last episode, there wasn't a lot of highlights in those two games. I think this game is going to make up for it because, holy cow, I know we've had more highlights this episode than we had last episode, and this is just 25 minutes in. So nice effort by Gallagher to stay with it. That said, we still need the win. Let's see something here real quick. Jean-Philippe Mateta. No, he's not a regen. What he is a very good poacher. Christensen on the throw-in. Apollinario. Onyeka. Castrati. Oh, good God. What the hell was that? What on God's green earth was that? What? I don't know what the heck Magahalis was thinking. Short leash, people. Bello on the throw-in. To Ilya. Back to Bello. Apollinario was there. Nope. Back and forth. And God. Bloom is going to come on for Held. He is not having a good day. We're going to get Magahalis off. Switch Felicioli to the right. He can play there. Is he offsides? He's offsides. Okay. Decker to Jamelka. Up to Gennaro. Out to Twazi. Taps it up to Gubbles. Back to Twazi. Over to Felicioli. Holds it up. Gets it back to Gennaro. Gubbles. Top of the box. Runs into his own player. Gets it Trainieri. Baseline. Centers it. Twazi. And it hits the crossbar and goes in. We're getting a lot of luck. Oh. Castrati on the throw-in. Decker. Oh. Mateta's had like all 4 goals this season. What is Decker thinking? Jamelka. Taps over Fleekioli. Back to Jamelka. Centers it to Bezker. Long pass. Gubbles got between the defenders, and he equalizes. Holy cow. Oh. If they say he's offsides, okay. 75 minutes. Going to the very attacking. Christensen to Apollinario. Back to Christensen. Onyeka to Ilyev. To Onyeka. Christensen. Onyeka. Corner of the box. Knocked away. Tawazi. I don't know what he was doing there. Stoger to Apollinario. Out to Castrati. On the left. Centers it. Burkhart's there. Ilyev's there. Ilyev scores. Tawazi, I like you. You've scored. You keep doing stupid stuff like that. Ranieri banks it forward to Graca. Bloom. No one in front of him. He's not the fastest guy, but he's got space. Centers it. Thacky's there and he scores. Only his second goal of the season. 12 minutes left in the match. Nice assist by Bloom. Watch this. For some reason, the Mainz defender really didn't close on him. And I thought, well, the 24, who's my 24? De Graca looked like he could have made a move on the ball as well, but instead, Thacky got a foot on, just absolutely buried it. Herth is ahead of Bayern. We absolutely need a win, and we're not going to get it. Apollinario evades the tackle, baseline, Castrati's there. Son of a gun. FM freaking goal. What a way to end the season. What a way to end the season. Ten shots, 5 on target. They had 26 and 13. 3 off targets, woodwork hits. They had more quick cut chances, they had more half chances. We finished in 9th place. Received $56.1 million. That's not too bad. Send the assistant, the after press conference. I haven't seen anything on if anything about budgets and transfer money came across, I missed it. This says $17 million, and this is we were spending $737,000 out of $850 on the payroll. We'll take a look at the squad here before they all leave on vacation. This is the senior squad. Decker, solid half season for us. 16 appearances, 1 player of the match, 6.95 rating. Maga Hollis, a solid season, 3 goals, 5 assists, 1 player of the match. Jamelka, solid as a defensive center back. Couldn't really ask much more from him. 31 appearances, 1 goal, but his defensive work was top-notch. Ranieri, 20 appearances, 8 off the bench, 2 assists. Fliccioli, 19 appearances as a starter, 5 off the bench, 1 goal, 3 assists, a player of the match. Swiderski, only 17 games total, 8 starting, 9 off the bench, 2 goals. He'll get more playing time next year. Gallagher, a solid half season for us as the ball-winning midfielder. 17 appearances, 2 goals, 5 assists, a player of the match. Tawazi had a really good season. 28 appearances, 5 off the bench, 13 goals, 10 assists, 2 players in the match. Gubbles was probably the best 500,000 euros I've spent on a player in a long, long time. 35 appearances, 1 off the bench, 25 goals, 6 assists, 5 players in the match. Marco de Graca, the best free player I've brought in a long time. 32 appearances, 17 goals, 9 assists, 2 players in the match. Montano, in a decent season. Let me see if I can widen that just a bit. Okay, let's go with this. Auto size all. 16 appearances, 11 off the bench, 9 goals, 3 assists, 2 players in the match. Thacky, I wanted to get more playing time, but I got kind of lost in the shuffle. Gennaro was solid as always in the center of the field. Skip had a solid season as well. 22 appearances, 5 off the bench, 4 goals, 2 assists, a player of the match. Bloom, maybe left midfielder of the future. Bailey, limited appearances because he really kind of fell off. Malik Kraus, I want to like him. He's got potential, but I don't know. If we go down the list here, few other players. Florian Held is the other one. He and Bloom are going to be fighting it out for advanced midfielder. Although Held is actually a fairly good striker as well. I suspect I can make him like a very decent pressing forward. Except his bravery needs to be worked on. And we're training aerial. So, if the bravery comes up, maybe. But yeah, 16 or 15 appearances, 9 off the bench, 3 goals, 9 assists, a player of the match. Let's see here. The second team, again, some youth players with potential. Kingsley Cheedy is an example. Thomas Dressel had a decent amount of starts, but that is all. Yeah, that's all in the under-23 league. So, the under-19 squad, as I click too far, let's see if we can go to their schedule here. The under-19 squad was not as good. That's because a lot of the youth players are no longer here. And then you have games like, we won 9-7. That's where Dustin Bloom had 2 goals and Jack Warrington had a goal and things like that. They ended up finishing mid-table, which is fine. They had a good season. I've got some good coaches there. No one had any major injuries or anything like that. So they did well. So the issue is going to be, we'll take a look at that here after we get through this. I suspect maybe after this we'll take a look. We might get an idea of what our budget's going to be. So take a look at the year in review here. Fight bravely against relegation. We finished in 9th. Our stadium was 82% full. Gubbles had 21 goals. Still got a B-, because they're holding it against me the fact that we didn't qualify for the Euros, despite the fact they wanted me to fight bravely against relegation. Our biggest win was against Borussia for the 5-0. The match to remember was our 4-2 win against Hertha. The goal of the season was De Graka's goal against Hertha. See if we can't pull that up here. I think I remember this. Is this the one he did from distance? You know what? So this is the first goal. That's the Montno goal. So this one here is the De Graka goal. Yeah, he got at the center line, was fouled by Tornaga, got back up, and just curled a shot in from distance. It was really well struck. Says we didn't get any broadcast revenue. Does the broadcast, I'll be honest, I don't know. Does the broadcast money for all the broadcast games go into a pool and then it's divvied up as part of the team's winnings? So, the Mazzini started the year goal for us, but he left. He ended up at Man City and started 1 game, had 1 shutout. Good for him. And I hate this part here because you got to go all the way back to do this. So, player of the year, William Gubbles, of course, young player of the season. William Gubbles, 23 years old, this is his last season. Signing of the season, they're saying Martins Federski for a free. Now, am I off by a year? I'm off by a year because Marco De Graka signed last year. Okay, I could see Federski getting it. He came in on a free. The other couple players that had a decent amount of playing time were Oliver Skip and Luca Ranieri. Both of them had solid seasons, but and Montno's not going to count. Zadas didn't start enough games. Aurelien Migwamba was the guy I signed, and he couldn't play for us because he'd already played for 2 other teams in the season. So he went to the under-19 squad and absolutely thrashed him. Okay. The review was nice. Our defensive efficiency was fairly good. Our offensive efficiency was not too bad. Co-visions and expectations. We're going to accept the current vision. Squad dynamics is doing well. End of season meeting. We're going to promise the guys this. You're not going to get very far asking the squad to compete at a level not remotely close to. Well, Marlon Ritter, you're leaving. Training camp destination. Where are we going to go? Well, it's always been Austria, 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 Austria. You know what? We're going to Italy. I still haven't... Oh, initial budgets. 850,000 euros a week and a transfer budget at 22 million. That's workable. That's workable. Okay, now here's the other thing we're looking at. Hopefully everybody is still here. They are. So we pull up the second team and the under 19s. So, Ilrugi, Glenn Ray, Markovic, Bailey, Ritter, Sajak, or Sakaj, and Amir, Barrio, Cortez, and Montno are all leaving. Warrington is a youth player who is here playing on the under-19s until he officially signs, which should be this season. Sakaj and Amir, I know I've mentioned before, I try signing them to a contract. They both want important player contracts and huge raises, and they're just not worth it. Ali Amir might be, but I'm not going to sign him to an important contract now as a might. The only person out of these I'm kind of sorry to be losing is probably Ali Amir. Although I should take a look at my under-19s real quick, because if Barrios is the best keeper I have, we'll sign him. But I can't, because he already agreed to join Athletic San Francisco. That's what I get for paying attention. Oh, look, it's right there. So the other thing going on is, and we'll bring the second team in here as well. I know I highlighted this a couple episodes ago, maybe even last episode. And we'll bring the under-19s on as well. I've got a ton of players with potential here. They are all almost entirely 22 years old. They're almost all entirely 22 years old or younger. Some of them, like Florian Held and Marco Hand and Thomas Dressel and players like that, are good enough for first team playing time. The question is, am I hurting them or hurting us, or helping them and hurting us by playing them on a more consistent basis? Florian Held, I will play next season. I suspect he and Bloom will be trading in and out. Dressel will be on the starting line. He's just too good to not be there. Even at this 2.5 star, and his potential is off the charts. Players like Renal, I'll probably send out on loan. That's him right here, 18 years old. I will make the most of the loan table I can. And then it's just a matter of who I can keep and who I can bring on. Montno, I'm probably not going to bring back. One of the things I do need to look at, I have Arjau here. I promised him more playing time. He's a capable backup. I need to keep him. One of the other things I need... Well, Twazi's also a capable striker, but one of the things I do need to look at is potentially turning Flesner. Well, Flesner's not going to be a striker. He's too young, and his concentration isn't good enough. Truba is a striker as well, but his DNA is just... It's good, but it's not good enough at the moment. It needs to improve, especially concentration. So I'm wondering if somebody like Bloom could step in, or probably Lucas Bernat. He's 17 years old. Send him out on loan as a striker, or keep him on the under-19s. That's the other thing I need to check here. I don't remember off the top of my head if we have affiliates. We do. I can't cancel the link. I'm going to try and look for an affiliate club, and we'll see what the board says. Something tells me they're going to come back and say no. And that's kind of a bummer, because I know I've mentioned this in previous episodes as well. All those clubs are regional level Bundesliga, regional level football clubs. And none of my good players want to go there because they don't think the competition is good enough. Discuss with the board. Good God, I hate having to throw my weight around. It's like freaking pulling teeth. Okay, I'm going to see if I can't find something like... I have a personal save going on with Palace and Sochaux and Jagiellonella Warsaw. I'm totally pronouncing that wrong, but they're the team in Poland, are affiliates that I can send good players to. That's what I need to have happen here. I need to find a club like that, like a Sturm Graz, or even, something around us. Just a team that I can send my better youth players on, and they'll get playing time against quality opponents, because they're not going to get that at these regional level clubs. So it was a solid season for us. It was a very good season for us. Mid-table is nothing to be ashamed of, especially when we were picked to be in a relegation battle all season. The fact we almost qualified for European football, okay, I'll admit I'm a little upset we didn't qualify for it. But at the same time, we didn't get relegated, and that was my main goal this entire season. Now it's a matter of strengthening the club and seeing who we can bring on board to possibly finish higher than 8th this season. I average about 7 or 8 episodes a season. Maybe sometimes we'll go to 9 if we get to Champions League football. So 2 more episodes of 7. That'd be 14. That'd be 57. So call it 60 episodes. That'll probably be what we're aiming for. So another 2.5 weeks of the save, give or take. The goal is to leave the squad in a good enough position that when I sim ahead 5 years, they're challenging in European football. And I think, given the potential we have, that is entirely possible. And we're going to do our best to make it happen. So I think it was a solid season. I'm quite happy with the boys. I'm proud of the boys. And we're going to come back and we're going to improve on this year. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM21. I thank you for watching.